Hello there, this is Rom Wills coming back at you with yet another video. The great thing about sexy women. Now y'all know I differentiate between sex appeal and just pure looks. And that's why I say sexy women. Because sex appeal, yeah, looks play a part in sex appeal because everything plays a part, but also the mindset. You know, how sensuous is the woman? You know, is she sexually comfortable with herself? Like I use the example of two twins, like say two female twins. They got the exact same bone structure, yet you'll call them both good looking, but then you'll call one sexy and the other one not. And it's like, why is that? Well, the one that, okay, she looks good, but you don't call her sexy because she wears her hair back pinned up and stuff. She don't really enhance her looks anyway. She don't smile much. The clothes she wears don't show her body off, even though she got a Coke bottle figure and stuff. She ain't very friendly. She's not gonna be considered sexy. Meanwhile, the one that's considered sexy, exact same looks, but she always like styles her hair up, you know? She might even put on just a bit of makeup to enhance some stuff. You know, she smiles. When she sees men, she's always smiling and everything. She's engaging. She's actually touchy. The clothes she wears, she makes sure everyone sees her figure 8. The clothes she wears will show her figure and everything. She's going to be considered sexy. Now, when you look at sex, even though I use that example, when you look at sexy overall, let's just be real. Some of the women that you would call sexy, like a group of men would call sexy, are not the most pure physically appealing. Use the example of a woman in a pornography, or even on IG. If you really look at them, they don't look like they could be like a regular runway model or held up as beautiful. You know, as held up as consistently beautiful. And indeed, if you look at a lot of models, are they sexy? Let's just be real. Are they sexy? You can say, yeah, they look good. And even that's a matter of opinion. You know, that's a matter of opinion. I kind of touched on that last week, you know, in a car video. But that's a matter of opinion. But even then, you know, generally they have a look and everything, but are they sexy? See, here's the thing. Even with looks, what makes someone like even come close to being considered to look good? They're usually younger, you know, and if we go and just focus just on the women, they're usually younger, pure, they don't have like a lot of blemishes and everything. They're usually in good shape, you know. And of course, that depends on someone's opinion of what good shape is. So that's the whole thing. That's the whole thing. So, you know, but can she maintain that shape? Men, especially in this space, are famous for talking about the wall. And, you know, and let's just be real, both men and women are not going to look the same as they get older. The best they can do is maintain it. You might have that rare person who can just basically maintain it. Rare. They're like mutants. But everybody else, they're going to change. We all are. You know, at 57 years old, I don't look the same as I did at 27 or 37 or even 47. You know? So if we focus in just on the woman, well, they're not going to maintain their looks. You know, even if they, like, say, like, when we talk about dimes, those real beautiful women, they got shelf lives, you know? And even the ones who can seemingly maintain it throughout life, you find you just need to get the number of their plastic surgeons, especially if they got a little bit of money. But it's not going to be the same. Something's going to be off. At best, like, say, if a woman was a dime at 25, when she's 55, she might still be relatively physically attractive, but people wouldn't call her a 10. They probably might call her a 7. That's still above average. But the thing with sex appeal, the thing with just sexy, having the attitudes, wearing their clothes a certain way, smiling, touchy, you know, being engaging, you know, and really just giving the impression they'll be good in bed. A woman can maintain that for life. Some of the sexiest women I've dealt with in the past few years. Now, some people may have seen like a pic or here and there on IG with a younger woman and stuff. Even did a video on this channel with a young lady who was at the time 29. All right, and stuff. And you know, that's cool. But I've also dealt with women who were older than me. And I can think of 3 in particular, and they were sexy as hell. They were sexy as hell. You'd be like, you know, even maintain some of their looks. Now, it's definitely not the same as when they were younger, but they just, how they carried themselves, how they engaged, how they dressed and everything. Sex appeal can last for a woman's lifetime. Sex appeal. In fact, I've met women, I've met women who, you know, they older and still had some level of sex appeal. How they dress, how they carry themselves, how they put on their perfume, their attitudes and stuff. A woman can maintain that beyond her physicality. Now, if she gonna try, she's still gonna work to maintain it as best as possible. But see, when you talk about just a woman just on the looks, you gotta do, that wall is gonna pop up at some point. You know, how many Hollywood actresses were like fine as hell when they were younger, like Hollywood, but then you see them years later and you're like, what? Seriously, let's just be real with it. Let's be real. Even some of the ones who, you know, they were known for being hot. It's very hard, but sex appeal, a woman, you know, the ones who were seen more as sexy, that sex appeal is still there. And that's the great thing. That's what you actually prefer. If you're talking long term, with the woman, you probably prefer she be sexier. In fact, that whole numbers rating system that men use, it should be used on different levels, different scales. You know, like a woman could be a 10 sex appeal wise. Like she gives you that boner and everything. But then on just a pure looks thing, you might just say, she's just a 5. But a sex appeal takes her up there, you know. But meanwhile, a woman could be a 10 just on a pure looks, but you just like, God, she got 0 sex appeal, you know. Like how many men have met that woman? She's pretty, but she wasn't, your joint was just like, man, wake me up later. In fact, you might not even say that, it's just gonna stay asleep. How many men, seriously, how many men have met that woman? Like real pretty and stuff, but she just didn't turn you on sexually. If you have, put a 1 in the comments. If you've met that woman, she was pretty to you, which you considered pretty, but you just weren't like, you know, you just like, nah, not her. She just didn't turn you on. I mean, have been disappointed to even go out with a woman like that. But that sex appeal thing, a woman can maintain it. Like I said, I've dealt with some women who are older than me. And their sex appeal was like pow, 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 several. I said 3, really, 4 and stuff, 4. The other one, she could work on it, but you know, she still had a level of sex appeal. So I was like, okay, that's better. Seriously, in fact, I would tell women really work on their sex appeal, really work on their sex appeal and stuff. In fact, actually I did. I did on my woman's channel several times, including yesterday. So that's something that you really want to think about as a man. Do you want short? I mean, if you just want short, even short term, you prefer a sexy woman, wouldn't you? And stuff. Because they can maintain, because the beauty of one of the beauties of a woman whose primary attraction is her sex appeal is they will actually work to keep themselves up. That's another thing. They will work harder and stuff. They will hit the gym a little bit better and stuff. They'll watch what they eat. They'll fix themselves up more, because that's a part of sex appeal too. Somebody can consciously fix themselves up and stuff. So yeah, so anyway though, that's all I have for today. I'll get back with y'all. Peace and blessings.